All right, can you talk about this Jacksonville team a little bit? They're 0-2, but they're certainly stacked on offense.
Well, the one thing I know about this team is that they have a bunch of talent. I mean, up and down, not just the offense, but the defense as well. They got great quarterbacks. They got good wide receivers. You know, Jacksonville has always been one of the teams that's been pretty successful throughout the league. And, you know, they're coming in 0-2, but at the same time, they lost both their contests by 1 point. I mean, so they got an opportunity to be 2-0, really. I mean, it's just some mistakes here and there, but you know, it's going to be tough, but you know, we're ready for the challenge.
Something all Philadelphia fans know is Jacksonville's run game with Ross. Talk about how you've been preparing the defense a little bit to see more runs this week.
Well, we understand that he's a guy that if he gets the ball, he's a threat wherever it is on the field. You know, he can get the short yardage, he can get the long yardage. We understand that we have to gang tackle him because one guy is probably not going to bring him down. And you know, he's going to come back here looking to get some points and get into the end zone, but you know, we just have to gang tackle and make sure we're around the ball when he gets it.
Last week you guys started 2 new DBs with Dwayne Hollis and Brandon Freeman. Can you talk about that a little bit? And you've been mixing and matching a little bit.
Well, even though they're new, you know, Freeman has been around the game long enough. I've coached him for the last 2 years, and Dwayne was pretty successful in the PIFL. I mean, and he had an outstanding camp. So it was just a matter of them just gelling within the confines of the defense and understanding what we're all about. And, you know, they played pretty well, and I expect bigger and better from them, to be honest.
On the defensive line, Caleb Bostic has really started to shine this year. A guy nobody really saw coming in and doing what he's doing. Talk about him a little bit.
Well, he's pretty athletic. You know, he's strong. He has more than one move. You know, he's a constant motor guy. So, you know, you mix all those together, he's going to be a guy that's going to make some plays. And once again, we're expecting big things out of him as well. So I'm excited to have him as a player.
I thank you, Coach. All right, Kent Richardson, can you talk about going up against some former teammates this week and Wayne Tribue, Derrick Ross, and Tiger Jones?
Well, you know it's going to be fun. You know it's going to be competitive. I know they're going to come in trying to make a statement. You know, they're not with us no longer. Not really sure how they feel about it, but I know they're going to try to, you know, put on for Jacksonville and make us feel like, for whatever reason, we're missing out, so to speak. So, you know, we're going to have to come with our A game. We know their tendencies. You know, we played them before. We practiced against them, so we know what they expect. We just got to go out next year.
You know, you're going to have to face a lot of runs this week, something most AFL teams don't do in Ross. Can you talk about that a little bit and how it changes your game plan in practice?
Yeah, bottom line, you just got to tackle. When you're doing runs and dealing with run game, you just got to tackle. You tackle good, make sure you're on the ground. That's not going to beat us.
All right, can you talk about you a little bit? You know, you had a good game against Orlando. You didn't play against Spokane. Talk about this week a little bit and how you're feeling.
I mean, that's really out of my control. I'm just doing what all I can do to prepare myself to be ready. When my number's called, I'll be ready to ball out.
All right, Beau, can you talk about going up against Jacksonville this week? You're going to have to go up against Ross, Grady, Jones. Just a lot of offensive star power.
Yeah, man, they got a lot of offensive power. There. I'm trying to focus in this week, eliminate the mistakes in practice because, you know, one mistake, it can lead to a big play. So we want to be able to just keep on getting better each day in practice. So when we get to the game, we're nice and warmed up and we're ready to fire.
Can you talk about going up against such a great quarterback like Tommy Grady?
Tommy, man, I played against him since high school. I used to play him in the passing league, and then when he was at Utah for a little bit, and now in this in Arena Football League, and he's always been a good quarterback, man. He has good vision, gets the ball out fast, and makes good reads. And you know, it's going to be a challenge, especially with the offensive line and the fullback that got there getting to him. But I believe in our defense, and I feel that we can get there.
Can you talk about Ross a little bit? That's going to be your main matchup, and he's like a great competitor, great blocker, and best runner in the league.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's very talented, man. You can't take any away from that, man. He's very talented. You know, I just got to keep on watching film on him and find his tendencies, what he likes to do, and figure out a game plan against him.
They also have Raymond McNeil at center. That's another guy you might go up against. You know, he's kind of an underrated center. You don't really hear much about him, but the dude can play. Can you talk about him a little bit?
Oh, Ray, yeah, man. I know Ray. I played with him in Spokane. He's definitely underrated center. I mean, he understands his game. He's a veteran. So that's key right there. He understands his game, you know. And knowing Ray, man, he's a competitor as well. He wants to go out there and be the best. So going against him is going to be a challenge as well. And I'm looking forward to this on Sunday.
You've had 2 good wins so far against Orlando and Spokane, but neither one was at home or, you know, against this great team like Jacksonville. This is probably the biggest game so far this season. Can you talk about that a little bit and how you're feeling going into it?
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see me. It just got dark a little bit.
Nah, I got you.
Okay, cool. But yeah, it's it's important coming into this our first home game. We got to get a win for our fans to let them know, hey, we're a good team. Keep coming back. You know, so we just focus on just like I said, eliminating the mistakes in practice and continue to rise and get warmer and hotter as the game as it gets close to the game.
Can you talk about Caleb Bostic a little bit? He can play Mac Linebacker or defensive end. He's really shined at defensive end this year, a guy nobody really saw coming in and doing what he's done so far.
Man, Caleb is a great athlete, man. I tell you, he's very versatile in this game. The more he plays, the more he starts understanding, the more he's gonna get better. So I'm looking real forward. I'm looking forward. Excuse me. I'm looking forward to continue playing with him, man, because you got great people around you like that. Great athletes around you like that, you know, it just makes your job that much easier.
All right, thanks, Beau.